Hey, Grace here with the Riverfront Group. Today we're in Black Creek with A. Perry Homes, a fabulous custom builder that really can show you how they can make a difference getting into your ideal home. I'm here today with Kent from A. Perry Homes. We're so excited to really see one of their homes right in the middle of getting built. And this is such a fine, key, important time about building a home. And so today we're going to talk about design build and what makes A. Perry Homes such a unique builder for Chattanooga.
Thank you, Grace. It's great to be here. Yeah, so we have a little bit of a different twist on building. We, as a design build firm, we have a studio full of architects that take clients through designing and developing their dream home on paper. And then we also have all the resources and staff to support actually bringing that dream to life in reality. So for us,
which is really important.
Absolutely, exactly. So for us, everything we do starts with a blank piece of paper and meeting with an architect, and we begin sketching and developing plans right there in front of the client, and they begin to see their dreams come true on paper. And it's a very powerful, dynamic way to get started. And it's that same team and that same company that is there on move-in day, handing over the keys and welcoming them home. And it's just such a great process. We love doing it, and we've done it for so many over the years. But we're just genuinely honored to be part of that. It's a special thing to build your dream home.
Well, and you guys have such passion about it. That's what I find so exciting.
Yes. It's a really kind of intimate thing to design someone's home.
Yeah.
And it's a place where families will build memories, and just to be a part of that is humbling, but really, really exciting.
So your company's been in Chicago for how many years?
Yeah, we've been going strong in Chicago for about 15 years, and we're part of the home building business up there. Even prior to that, a couple years ago, though, we came down to Chattanooga.
Yeah.
We were invited here to Black Creek, and couldn't be happier. We're working with clients here, and just really excited to be, taking advantage of some of these views and some of the unique sites and topography that Tennessee offers, and really bring our process and our, as you said, our passion for home design and home building to Chattanooga.
So talking about 5 things in terms of design build that really set you apart from other builders.
Sure.
What is that?
Sure. So the first thing, as I mentioned, is we're truly design build, and by that I mean we employ and have on staff a team of architects that takes that design from the first meeting and that blank piece of paper all the way through, incorporating all of the details that are needed to develop a set of blueprints, and then they hand things off to a construction team that administers the construction, manages it, and we bring it to life. And so it's truly a turnkey process. There's nowhere else a homeowner needs to go. We'll certainly involve other consultants and experts in the process. We're not arrogant enough to think we know everything about everything. So we'll bring in structural engineers, landscape architects, interior designers, and kind of welcome them into the team as needed. But really, we also find it really important that the design build process be architect led. Not because architects are more important, but it's because the people that are involved in coming up with that concept initially need to be here on a day like today to make sure that things are coming to life the way everyone imagined.
Right. That's a really key element.
Yeah.
So number 2.
Number 2, I would say that custom home design gets a bad rap for maybe being more costly, but I would say our twist on it is that there's really no extra cost involved in putting the windows, putting the studs in the right place, just being more thoughtful about it, and that's what we do. So I would say the way we approach design build, again, being architect led, allows us to tweak little things, little subtle nuances in a plan that work make a home work so much better for the family. Windows and sight lines and views, regardless of the property, whether it's amazing mountain vistas or a home that's in a neighborhood. We're really thoughtful about where are the views, where do you want privacy, all of those things.
Which are pretty important.
They're critical.
I've seen windows in a really bad place.
Exactly. Me too. Me too. Yeah, so that's really the second one.
Number three.
Number three would be use of particularly structure in a home to make sure that the desire for, say, an open floor plan is really accomplished in the best way. So in this particular house, you'll see we use steel. We actually have steel in the ceiling of the first floor, not only just the steel in the ceiling of the basement. And what that does is it gives you ability to span longer distances and have larger openings, have the space flow from one room to the other. And steel just, lets us extend beyond the confines of what dimensional lumber allows, and just creates very, very dramatic floor plans.
Well, it certainly is structurally solid.
No question about it.
Usually when I've been in a home and I see steel beams, I'm like, oh, this must have been an engineer's home.
Exactly. Yes, exactly.
So, number four.
Number four, we will prioritize the development and the positioning and the installation of the mechanical, electrical, plumbing systems, such that, for instance, there's no bulkheads in a first floor ceiling, so that you don't have dropped areas that are, can be aesthetically challenging, or really, again, kind of mess up the feeling of a floor plan. So we'll position furnaces in the attic, for instance, or make sure that all of that the mechanical systems in general are well thought out to perform with the intended design that the architects and the homeowner came up with there at the very first meeting.
Number five.
Number five would be our process. We are a robust team. We have a strong process really put together for homeowners to minimize the stress that comes with building a house of any kind. And building a custom house can feel overwhelming. And so we work very hard, and our architects and our project management teams are well attuned to that stress. And so we have a process that's very step by step, taking small bites, approaching small things one step at a time in the process, so that you're not thinking about paint colors on day one, right? We're thinking about how you want to live, how big should your dining room be, do you entertain? All of those things is where we start, and the remaining decisions will take care of themselves. And then through construction, we've got a great online project management software that allows homeowners to always be clued into what's going on site and the decisions that we need in order to keep pace with their construction goals and the timing. And that's just a few of the highlights. But
that's crucial.
We are very process driven. Our subcontractors love it because there's a timing, and they can rely on us being on schedule so that they can be on schedule. And all of that just combines into a finished product that has happy homeowners on move-in day, which is not always the case.
No, I can tell you on new construction, it can be a real challenge, and it can be a flip of the coin, or if they're happy or if they're frustrated, because people a lot of times aren't visual in the process.
Right.
They have a hard time with it, and most people don't see something until it's physically there, which is very hard for a lot of people.
Absolutely. That's another set of tools that we bring to the table with 3D visualization techniques, whether it's architectural, through our software early on. We'll develop things in 3D and let homeowners look at the outside of their house from any direction, inside of their house, challenging areas that are confusing. We'll model those in virtual reality, and people can get a feel for what the final product will be. But then not only that, here in this house in a few days, we're going to be doing 360-degree photography before we drywall and insulate, so that we know where the pipes and the wires and all of the things are behind the wall, and we'll have that stored in the cloud forever. So if there ever
That's
comes a
awesome.
time that we want to make an adjustment or have a question about where a pipe was run or that sort of thing, we have that information easily available, and it allows us to really effectively manage any sort of warranty issues that might come up.
That's really important. So, A. Perry Homes, if you're looking for that custom builder that can really make a difference in getting into your home with very little stress, I really suggest that you consider A. Perry Homes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So today we've been talking with A. Perry Homes, a design build firm in Chattanooga, Tennessee. If you're looking for that ideal group to work with, A. Perry Homes.